smiles and looks of relief as opposed to when we talked to you about a week ago when you just lost to them.
Oh, well, we're trying not to get too high or too low, even though it's tough after winning the last 3 games. In a playoff series, things can change quickly, so we have to come into the next game with the same attitude that we took into the last 3.
And that's really been the hallmark of this team, just trying to keep an even keel on everything.
Yeah, good observation.
And the next what about your observation of what you've been doing differently in the last 3 games?
Maybe there's been a few different things. It's a game of inches. I've said it before. You know, those games, St. Louis could have easily won, and we felt that if we might have had a couple of more fortunate breaks in the first 2, we could have won a couple of those games. So it's just one of those things where you just keep doing the same things over and over again, hoping you get the result. Yeah, confidence is the big thing. It feeds off momentum. We've had some big plays. Slava obviously with 2 goals. You know, Toffoli came in last night and played really well for us. And playoff time is about stepping up and having different guys step up that don't usually do it.
You played in a Stanley Cup final, won a Stanley Cup with a big, tough Anaheim team that ran everybody over. You won one here with a team that was real physical. Grade this series and the physicality. Is this, you know, and the games you've played, how does this rank?
Well, I don't remember all the statistics from series in the past, but from what I read, there was 370-some hits going into last game, so I'd have to think this is the most physical one I've been a part of so far.
Does it feel that way? Not just the numbers, because I mean, the stats can be are as good as the people who compile them, but does it feel to you like this is really as physical as other series you've played in?
Yeah, I think so. When you're inside the game as players, you don't maybe notice it, but when you hear it from other guys around the league, like, wow.
Have you been hearing it from people?
Yeah, just friends on different teams. Mm-hmm. So then that's when you kind of take a step back and go, yeah, it actually is as physical as they're saying. For us, it just seems normal.
And that physicality will probably step up even more so now with them being on the edge of elimination.
Yeah, when you have a team up against elimination, you know they're going to throw everything at you. They're going to go down swinging, not without a fight. So we got to be prepared to match their intensity. It's tough to put my finger on one thing, but I think there'll be a couple different moments tomorrow where we're tested. You know, where our results tested, and whether it's a big kill or getting a power play goal or a big block, things like that just push you over the edge, because it's never easy to close out a series, even though last playoffs might have been a different story from the outside looking in. But we know how hard it is and how hard we're going to have to work in order to do it tomorrow.
When you know it's going to be more physical and more challenging, does that put even more responsibility on your shoulders because you are one of the more physical guys?
Yeah, I think it goes to everybody, whether it's taking a hit, giving a hit. We all have to collectively play to a physical level that we're capable of, and maybe even that we don't know we're capable of.